Hey guys, today I'm finally filming for you a very much requested video in which I will be ranking BDK Parfums, and it's possible for me to do that thanks to SOIR de Parfum, which is an amazing website for those who love niche perfumery like I do, because there you can discover absolutely new and popular niche brands. Get such amazing discovery sets and try before buy, which I always recommend, and find absolutely brilliant perfumes because of the very easy navigation on the beautiful looking website, link to which you will find down below. There I also have a discount for you with which you can save some money, and I highly recommend you to visit that website, and of course keep on watching to find out what are my absolute favorites from BDK Parfums, French niche brand that I know a lot of you really enjoy. So make sure to comment below your top favorites and give this video a thumbs up if you've been waiting for it, as well as subscribe to my channel. And once you're done with that, we can get started. So hello and welcome everyone to BDK ranking. A lot of you have been asking me to discover and explore this brand because I've already spoken about it, and thanks to SOIR de Parfum, which provided me with samples, I was able to do that. So we are getting started with my ranking, and I will begin at number 13 with the perfume Pas de Soie. And you guys, in advance, I apologize for my mispronunciation of all the names. And I placed it number 13 because, well, I like it a lot. There is nothing wrong with this fragrance. It's not as much wow as the rest of BDK is. That's why it's only at number 13. But it's a very beautiful, warm gourmand for rather colder weather. It smells modern because there is cashmere, patchouli and amberwood. So the dry down is really cozy and comfy, and there are some sparkles of spices like ginger. There is quince, which is rather an exotic fruit. So it's something for everyone, something that is easy to understand, something that's lovely to wear. It's perfect for every day, but it's not as impressive as the rest is, so it's at number 13 for men and women, in my personal opinion. And because it's warm and round, it's great when the weather is kind of cold and moody. But with that being said, let's move on to the perfume that's rather floral and sunny, so it's great when it's a bit warmer outside. And I'm talking about their Tubereuse Imperial. And this fragrance, guys, is a nice take on tuberose that at first opens with this typically plasticky and a little bit, I would even say, sexual tuberose style, and it might make you think that you will go into the Charnel flower direction, but then it turns into a very effortless, sunny, floral perfume. It's not as tuberosy as it dries down as it was in the opening, but it's lovely nonetheless. With vanilla and benzoin, it's a little bit more balsamic and powdery. Great for those who like tuberose and can't get enough, because it's something that you can wear on the everyday basis because it's nothing too complicated. And even if you're not the biggest fan of tuberose, you might check it out in case you want to become friends with this notes, because it's not as challenging as some other tuberose fragrances are. But once again, it's a little bit too familiar for me personally. That's why it's only at number 12. And once again, in my personal opinion, it's a bit more feminine. However, I still find it unisex and great for a bit sunnier weather. And something that I would reach out for when it's dark and also recommend to wear in the night would be their oud perfume that is called Oud ABRAMAD. And this fragrance, guys, is very serious, and honestly I didn't like it when I first smelled it because of the opening. I figure out that spices like ginger and especially saffron are a bit too much for me. I'm not the biggest fan of saffron in perfumery nor in food because it's just too metallic and harsh for me, but after wearing this fragrance a couple of times, I figure out that it is very beautiful, yet not necessarily something that I would call my favorite oud, just because it's also a little bit too smoky for me. So it is powerful, that's why it can be too much for some people, but if you love strict and powerful oud scents that wouldn't be warm, that wouldn't be too oriental, that wouldn't be floral, you want it to be smoky, you want it to be pretty bold, because this fragrance is strong, and if you're going out you will be noticed with it. I would recommend you to check it out, but you really need to appreciate smoky elements in perfumery in order to get along with it. And because it's so I would say harsh, but in the nice dominant way, I would recommend it for men, but once again, pretty unisex. So with that being said, we are at number 10, and I placed fragrance at this point that I didn't think I will like at all, and it turned out to be a massive like, maybe even love, which is a marine perfume. And as you know, I'm not a fan of this genre. I'm just not, you know, an ocean scent type of girl, but perfume that's called Ciel d'Argent kinda made me change my mind about this whole style of oceanic fragrances, because I just really need to find the one that will suit me, and then I can enjoy to wear it. Probably we all have such type of fragrances that we just need to search more in order to enjoy something. Please let me know what's yours. For me, once again, marine, oceanic, clean perfumes. But this is nice because, first of all, I like that it makes me feel like I'm somewhere by the ocean. I believe that's because of the note of salt, because it's so like really salty and just atmospheric. Then there are citruses, which are quite cool. There are floral notes. I don't really get much of those. And there is very beautiful green note of galbanum. I like that. I really like that, although I try to avoid obviously green perfumes. It's not obviously green, but I like the greenery in there. It just makes it more lively, I would say, and vibrant. And then the dry down is very kind of like modern molecule, and Ambroxan, Cashmeran, Musk, and Iso is super dominant, but I like that. It makes it even more like a skin scent, a saltant with the ocean air, if that makes sense to you. And also, if you like perfumes in, let's say, Acqua di Gio style, then you will enjoy this, because it's like very modern and nice, especially great for morning because it's refreshing. Maybe a bit more for men, just because I associate marine perfumes with men, and probably that's why I don't wear them often. Let me know if you're an opposite or you agree with me. But let's move on to something a bit more feminine. Once again, that's just my personal subjective point of view. I don't like to gender perfumes, but Bouquet d'Henri, which is at number 9, and it was hard to choose between Ciel d'Argent and this one, but I just needed to make my peace that I'm more of a fruity, floral type of girl than a fresh, clean, marine type of one. And I like this very girly scent. It's so innocent, and when I first smelled it, I immediately thought of that pinkish chance bottle from Chanel, if you remember that. So many of my friends' moms used to wear it. I didn't have it, my mom didn't have it, but I've smelled it on many women, and they're definitely similar, because that fruitiness, that is juicy, that is so really light and airy and not annoying at all. It's just for someone who doesn't like intense perfumes. So there is pear, there is a strawberry, don't get much of that, it's not super sweet. And there is just this beautiful fruity floral musk accord. This fragrance is definitely on the lighter side, so it's at number 8, you guys. And at number 7, surprisingly, I have a perfume that I actually wanted and was ready to blind buy, but thanks God I sampled it first, because you know what? I thought that their newest release, which is called Velvet Tonka, is gonna be my jam, and it turned out that I enjoyed a lot, but I have some issues with it. Number 1 is that it's named incorrectly. For me, it should be Velvet Almond, not Velvet Tonka, because almond definitely dominates in the whole composition. It's the star, it's the most intense note, and I like almonds, don't get me wrong. I am there for amaretto almonds, for dragé almonds, for candied almonds, for all kind of almonds, and I get a lot of all of that in this fragrance. Vanilla is another dominant note in here. I don't get much of florals, to be honest. That rose and orange blossom, they got lost. Not much of tobacco either, and even not much of tonka, which is a little bit upsetting. For me, almonds, they are just sweeter and powderier than tonka, which is deeper. But this is a lovely gourmand. Another issue is that I kind of expect to be a bit more complex, not that I don't like it. It's simple and lovely and cozy and delicious and beautiful to wear, and I love sweet perfumes. I love perfumes that make me want to eat them, edible kind of fragrances. Yes, I like all of them, but Velvet Tonka is just not enough for me. Probably that's just my issue. Let me know how you feel about it. But another thing is that it's funny that it reminds me of the fragrance I used to be obsessed with, and when I say obsessed, I mean obsessed. And it's from the brand Wear Me, called Orcanabo. I thought it's the best vanilla out there, and because I used to be obsessed with it and I used to wear it all the time, now I'm kind of over it. But it's still nice, great for colder weather, great for those who love sweet perfumes, great for those who love powdery scents. It smells a lot like makeup too. I'm surprised there is no heliotrope in the notes. And with that being said, we are close to the top 10, but first let's talk about something I've placed at number 6, and this fragrance is absolutely amazing. The rest is even better, but I absolutely enjoyed and loved NUIT de Sable. For me, it's about the nostalgic feeling that it gives me, because when I smell it, I just think about some mature women, maybe even my boyfriend's mom. And she loves clean perfumes that are ultra fresh and floral in Cheruti style, you know? So this is actually something with a very beautiful note of musk that is not very much used these days, because it has a bit of a retro vibe, because you know this musk that's rather soapy and not too powdery, it's clean. This is a strict perfume that's great for official occasions, with notes of sandalwood and nutmeg and cardamom. It's spicy. There is rose, which with musk is a little bit kind of like clean soapy rose, but nothing too extreme. And I really like it because it's cool scent for cold weather. Also reminds me of Musk Noble by Guerlain that I enjoy very much. So this is a beautiful, icy, you know, like your cold as ice type of perfume that's very chic and sophisticated, and once again, that nostalgic vibe, I love it. So I would say it's rather unisex, great for all, but something at number 5, by the way, that's sexy for all, and something that I find is just like beauty of perfumery, when fragrance smells like fragrance and not just mix of different materials. So that type of scent for me would be Crème de CUIR, and this is a suede scent. It's not about harsh leather, it's about delicate suede, but actually it's about just magic. So in the opening you will sense fruity notes, and pineapple is so beautiful in here because it's juicy. It's really so juicy, guys, and yellow and happy. There are other citrusy notes, but pineapple is what I get a lot in the opening. And then, oh my goodness, there are woodsy notes like sandalwood and birch. There is vanilla with cashmere, there is musk, there is white suede and spices. But for me, this fragrance is just about the feeling that it gives me, and actually the memory of my high school days in Ukraine. I remember our conversation with girlfriends, especially one of them who brought to school her perfume, very bougie, and I know which one it was. It was the golden one from Armani, the masculine counterpart of which is my most favorite masculine perfume ever. And I remember made a joke that it smells like deodorant. I don't think that she found it funny, but it reminds me of that fragrance. But it's not like they are identical. It's just like they are so well blended, you don't understand what it is, but you love it. I would definitely follow anyone who wears it, and I would love to smell it on myself. Full bottle worthy, absolutely versatile perfume, could wear it anywhere. It's sensual enough, it's sexy enough, it's not over the top, but if you would like something even more sexy, for me, that's wood jasmine, and the name is perfect. It is indeed wood jasmine, but it is so complex that I don't even know where should I start, but I will try to break it down for you as best as I can. So wood jasmine is not the jasmine type of perfume you would expect. It's not very floral, to be honest, and I don't mind that, although I love floral perfumes, but it's rather a dirty floral, and I love dirty florals because they are very sexy, and jasmine can be indolic. Some people might think that this is indolic. It's not very much to me, but that's just my personal impression. Then, what I find very interesting about it is that there are some twists in there. For example, there is an amber twist. Although there is no amber in the notes, there is vanilla and labdanum, which are crucial for the amber accord, but it doesn't smell like classical amber. It smells like modern amber, and when I personally think about amber, modern amber in particular, I think about quite hyped fragrance, Erba Pura or Erba Pure. Please let me know how to say it correctly, for God's sake. But anyway, as you might remember, I have some complications with that perfume because it's too overwhelming and aggressive for me, and honestly, I don't think that Erba Pure will leave you a chance to stay unnoticed. Everyone will smell it and maybe like or dislike it. Now, this fragrance is also in the modern amber style, but it is so smooth. It will seduce you like that, and you will like it. I cannot imagine a person not liking it. And another interesting twist that Benny noticed right away is the fruity one, because in here we have plum, and it's plum that's sort of jammy and sour at the same time. That sourness is supported and pushed by patchouli, so once again, it's a complex scent. It also has a little bit of a dirtiness going on, probably because of the indolic part of jasmine, and there is nargamotha and some balsams, and it's just gorgeous, sexy if you're having a date, if you have plans, if you want to smell absolutely beautiful but not like at the point that you smell skanky. Please get it. It's beautiful. I would love to have a bottle of it. But now we are at number 3, and honestly guys, so many of you have told me to check out this perfume, which I did, and I'm so happy that I did, although now I want a bottle of TABAC Rose. Of course, I loved it. How couldn't I? Well, you guys, this is a jammy rose type of fragrance, and as you know, I love roses, and when they're jammy, that's a double love. So this is sort of like a gourmand, but like in the most grown-up way possible. In fact, for me, this perfume is not about TABAC Rose, it's chocolate rose. So once again, sometimes they call their perfumes perfectly, sometimes, I don't know. But anyway, chocolate, oh my god, yes. If you like this note and you're looking for the fragrance that will smell chocolatey, get this one. This rose is spiced up. This rose is sweetened, this rose is beautiful, and if you're going out, this is one of the most complimented fragrances from this brand. It's full bottle worthy in my personal opinion. I dream about it because I just love it, and I also love jammy roses, and when I think about jammy roses, I think about Intense Cafe also when I smell TABAC Rose. So I wouldn't say that they are very similar, but they have similar energy. So if you can recommend me a good jammy rose, please do. And with that being said, we are moving on to the second favorite, and for that I will even stand up and grab full bottles of number 1 and number 2, and at this point probably you've already guessed what those are. Of course, I saved best for last, and those are Gris Charnel and Rouge Smoky, and I gotta be honest, it was very hard to decide what's number 1 and what's number 2 because I love both of them, and it depends on my mood and the situation, what I'm doing, and then I would decide what I wear, but I needed to choose number 1 and number 2. So at this point I would like you to pause this video and just guess what do you think is my number 1 and number 2. Please do that because I will have so much fun reading your comments. And I just came up with good explanations why I made this choice. So at number 2 of BDK Parfums, I placed Rouge Smoking, guys. And I love this scent very much because it has cherry, vanilla, heliotrope and violet. And that makes it perfect sweet powdery scent with this fruity twist, and cherry in here is like almost in any other fragrance I've smelled because it is so sophisticated and not, you know, playful, yet not candy-like. So Rouge Smoking is perfume if you want attention, if you want attraction, if you want to have good time, because it's like your best friend, and you know that it doesn't matter what's going on, it will support you, it will make you feel good, laugh, and just have amazing time. So this is a perfect perfume whether I'm going out, whether I'm staying in. It reminds me of powdery lipsticks. It reminds me of just the beauty of perfumery. And this brand is doing just great job creating fragrances that smell like something that touches you and that will stay with you for a long time. So if you love cherries, if you love sweet perfumes, if you love spicy perfumes, if you love powdery perfumes, you will like this one. And also if you enjoy Lost Cherry by Tom Ford, you will also enjoy this, but they're quite different. So I like that this brand is sort of inspired by other successful fragrances, but they are not duping them. They're not creating perfumes that would be very similar to others, but they are just trying to interpret them in a completely unique way, and they are doing that very well. And so, since Rouge Smoking was number 2, there is no surprise that Gris Charnel automatically became number 1 from BDK Parfums. Yes, that was quite a discovery for myself as well. But you know, this perfume is number 1 for many reasons. First of all, it features notes that I love, all of them. Cardamom, love. Fig, huge like at least. Black tea, oh my god, love, love, love. Iris, adore. Vetiver, yes. Sandalwood, double yes. And Tonka, of course. So this perfume is versatile, it's universal, there is no occasion where you couldn't wear it, everyone can wear it, it's unisex, and it just works every time. Doesn't matter what's going on, what weather it's outside, and it's just about the feeling that it gives me. You know, perfumes can transport you somewhere, like NUIT de SABLE did, or they can just create your inner strength like Gris Charnel does. And that's why I really like this brand that's about sillage, that's about good quality, that's not necessarily about beast mode, but that just creates beautiful fragrances that, yes, are expensive, but in my personal opinion they are worth it. Although I would recommend you to test before invest first. That's why make sure to check out Sommelier de Parfum, which made this video possible for me to film. Once again, I have a discount for you. In case you want full bottle, then you can get it from So Avant-Garde web shop, also with my discount, and all that helpful information like discounts, links to my previous reviews, and also where you can find me on social media will be down below in the description box, so please check it out for all that helpful information. And at this point, I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, because I have a lot of fun ranking perfumes. So just in case you would like me to rank any other brand, please request it down below in the commentary section, as well as tell me what's your favorite BDK perfume, and of course if you have more, please rank them, because I will have lots of fun reading your comments, and if you have any questions left, I'm here to answer them. So thank you so much for watching this longer video. Please let me know if it was too long. I don't mind. Your feedback is very important, as well as your support, which you can show me by giving this video thumbs up, first of all. Second of all, you can subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already, and set up notifications by ringing the bell so you will be updated when I post something new. And if you're feeling extra generous, then you can donate on Buy Me Comfy website, guys, and that would be amazing because right now I'm on a tight budget. So with help of your donations, I can buy more perfumes and invest into my channel and review them for you. So thank you so much for everything, guys. Please make sure to stay tuned, smell good, and then we'll see each other in the next one really soon. Bye!